I am over 100 years old, yet I am still a child. I am a wood elf. At least that is what my people are called. But in our tongue, it is Bosmer. We live in the southern province of Valenwood, so I can be called a child of Valenwood. My name is Amila Brelas, and this is my story. Valenwood is a medium-sized province on the southwestern corner of town Real. Under the shadows of the great moving wrought oak trees, many Bosmer took up the jobs of hunting, herbalism, or even thievery and assassinations. I was born in a small village, somewhere in the middle of those large woods. Our village is one not easy to get to, but it is not out of touch. The city of Falanesti is built on top of one of those wrought oak trees, and it would pass by often, giving us the chance to talk and trade with those usually out of reach. My mother was a Bosmer hunter, and my father was a Nord enchanter. From my mother, I learned how to taste and test herbs, but it was from my father that I got interested in magic. When I turned 140 years old, my mother took me for my first hunt. That day is when I became a teenager. I was unskilled at stealth and archery, but it was good practice and great fun. That night, a great evil came into our village. The Thalmor high elves that had been ruling the Valenwood as the Elmeri Dominion. They arrived, searching for rebels who they thought were living in the area. Somehow, I managed to escape, but my mother and my father were cut down in front of my own eyes. As the Thalmor looted and burned the village down to the ground, I slipped away off into the forest and hid whenever Thalmor patrols got near. Stealth was not my strong suit, but in the darkness, no one can find me. Eventually, I was found by some Bosmer rebels who were trying to fight the cruelty of the Thalmor. They knew my parents, and so they hid me in a covered wagon that was headed out of Valenwood. So I escaped the Thalmor and arrived in the town of Anvil in the province of Cyrodiil. There in Anvil, I spent weeks with my uncle learning about smithing while there, because that was his trade. That was 6 months ago. Since then, I've heard reports of a young Bosmer looking to find a cure for her mother's strange disease. Hearing about the name, I realized that it was my aunt that left our village a long time ago. So after a long time of hard work in my uncle's smithy, I bought a ticket for ship passage to take me to her last known location, Skyrim. For the last 3 weeks, the ship has been sailing from Anvil to the capital city of Skyrim, Solitude. The trip was rough, with many storms, and I spent many days terribly sick to my stomach. During that time, I could barely swallow any food, nor did I rest easy. Now, at the end of the passage, I am weak, hungry, and tired. However, Now I am here in Skyrim, ready to begin the search for my lost aunt, ready to begin a new life in this cold, harsh land.
Arfinor og Pargan, Fudnos Honsin Drossan, Dovakin, Fahim,